Hey everyone, welcome to Car Review. This is a show where I talk about movies after I get done seeing them in the theater. And this is meant to be an unedited and unfiltered gathering of my quick thoughts about a particular film. And this time, we're going to be talking about the movie Superfly. This will be a non-spoilers review of the film, so let's get into it. And yeah, so as I previously said, I saw the new movie Superfly. This is a movie directed by a director who his stage name or his handle is Director X. He doesn't really go by his actual name, so that's his artist name is Director X. And if you don't know who that is, don't feel bad because I didn't really know who he was either until I saw the movie. But he is mainly a music video director and producer, and he's worked with people like Drake and Nicki Minaj. So yeah, his background is more in music videos than film. He's made a few films prior, I think, but again, I don't really know much of his work. But yeah, he's big in the music world, not so much in the film industry that I know of. But yeah, anyway, as I said, he's a music video director first. And that shows, because I did not like this movie at all. I actually, hate is a strong word, but I pretty much hated this movie. As I said, it shows that Director X is mainly a music video director, because this entire movie, from nearly start to finish, felt like one big, long music video, and that's not a good thing. It felt really cheesy, really dopey, dumb. I mean, just, I don't know, it felt really lame. Lame is a good word to describe this movie, because there are moments where they try to, make it seem like this is a really, cool, stylish, and sleek film, and it just came off all wrong. The best way I could describe this is remember when you were in high school, or if you are in high school, whatever, we all have that, one guy who thinks he's all cool and dresses differently and kind of walks differently, and he thinks he's all that, but he's not. This is exactly what that movie is, because it thinks it's so much, but it just comes off really, really weird. And yeah, that's the whole movie. And as I said, this is going to be a no spoilers review, but I am going to give you a quick rundown of certain points and kind of story elements without spoiling. You'll get what I mean when I talk about it. But it's I knew nothing about this film going into it. It wasn't even on my radar. But when I was on the internet the other day, on YouTube, a 30-second trailer, commercial spot popped up for my video, and I saw that it was in theaters, and I was like, okay, I might actually have to go see that. But from what I knew before and after seeing the film, it's about, this guy who's kind of this miniature drug kingpin. He works underneath somebody, but he wants to, get more. He's ambitious. He wants to, expand his territory and stuff. And it's about him being on a certain level, wanting to get to another level, and then ultimately being knocked down and trying to, get on an even playing field again. And if that's not a good sell, I mean, that's okay, because you could honestly pass on this movie. But yeah, this movie just was really weird and stupid, because the main dude, I forget the actor's name. There's really not a whole bunch of A-list actors in this movie. Michael Kenneth Williams, I think is his name, and he's the only dude I recognized in this movie. He wasn't in it very long. He's kind of like this mentor figure, but he's kind of just in the background. He's not really prominent. I would have liked more of him, but everybody else, I thought they gave good performances. But the main dude, I can't even remember his name. I don't even remember his actually, I do remember his character name. His name is Priest in the movie, and the opening sequence of the film is him talking down to this guy who's done him wrong and stuff, and they set him up as this almost oracle and almost God figure in a way, because he talks about how like knowledge is power, and that's how you get a one-up on your enemies and stuff, and that's how, you know, you get far in like the drug world and everything. And then he just starts like labeling stuff off that he like knows about this guy he's like talking down to. He's like, you know, I know where you live, I know this, I know that, you know, type stuff. It's just like typical like, you know, bad guy versus bad guy talk, kind of thug talk, you know. But he does that a lot, and throughout the whole movie, when somebody asks him, like one of his like buddies asks him, like, you know, what's the plan? He's like, I got a plan, you know, or like, he's like, how do you know this is gonna go down this way? And he's like, he literally says this like 3 or 4 times. He's like, I just know. And it's like, and then he, you know, he later in the movie, you know, you find out that, you know, he's got like, you know, connections and stuff. But it's like, we already kind of knew that, but they're not prominent enough to where you could be like, oh yeah, like, that's how he knew. No, it's just like this guy is set up as this like, it's like the moment you see him, it's like someone like spray painted on over him like, I'm the hero, because he's like super, and I know it's called Superfly, but it's like he's Superfly, you know, like no pun intended, but like he dresses all cool, he's got the cool hair, he's got the girl on his arm, you know. But he's also a freaking ninja. You find out that he takes like kung fu and stuff, and like he can defend himself. He like doesn't need a posse. And there's a scene in this movie where he gets into an altercation with like a group of guys, and he beats them all up, you know, like Casey Jones style, like in an alley type thing. And then someone pulls a gun on him, and he was able to dodge the bullets. It's so ridiculous and so stupid and over the top and all that, and everything. And you could view that as like a minor spoiler, but like that portion was in the trailer I saw, so it's like it's out there for people to see that he's able to dodge the bullet. You even see him go like, whoa, you know, in the trailer. So like, you know, don't sweat it. But yeah, you're not missing much if you don't see this movie. But anyway, yeah, and everything, and you know, he's like super smart, you know, dresses all cool and stuff, and he's a ninja, and he can like fight really well, and apparently he can dodge bullets. And then like the movie at times feels like an old Michael Bay film, and I'm not talking like The Rock, because The Rock is a good movie, and so is Bad Boys and stuff, but like Bad Boys 2, while that's like a guilty pleasure for a lot of people, we all can admit that's kind of a weird movie. It's really over the top, kind of unnecessary in a lot of moments, and that's exactly what this movie felt like. It felt like all the unnecessary moments of Bad Boys 2, because every action scene and every like dramatic thing is filmed with elements of slow motion, and it just rips you out. It tries to tell you, oh, here's a dramatic part, and it pulls you right out. You know, they try to sell it to you as something that it's something bigger than it actually is, and it's not. And again, it just comes off as really weird and really, you know, dorky and all that. And yeah, again, this movie's pretty forgettable, because I'm forgetting a lot of like what went down. This another point I want to make, you know, is that this movie is actually under 2 hours long. It's like it clocks in at like with everything, with intro, credits, you name it, it clocks in at like 1:55, but it felt like 3 hours. It was just so long and so repetitive and cheesy, because, you know, it's like there's all these different drug factions, and you know, they gotta try to even take one down so one guy can be on top, you know, type stuff. But like every time they introduce a new drug faction, it's like they open up with like this like rave or this like party and stuff, and it's just them like all like, you know, throwing money, like literally throwing money, and like bumping music and like chomping on cigars and stuff. And it's like every time they do that, it's so bland, you know. And there's this group in the movie that dresses in all white and has literally all white everything. White suits, white clothes, white guns, white cars, and everything. And then there's just this moment where, again, I'm not going to spoil everything, because I don't mean to spoil stuff, but you know, I might accidentally be tiptoeing. But there's a moment where they go so over the top with how much money they have and how much they love the color white, because that's like their gang symbol is like white, you know, and that's like how they rep themselves. And it's just, gosh, It just felt so cheesy. And again, this felt like a 2-hour music video. This movie had like a budget of like under 20 million, I'm pretty sure. And that's when you give a music video director a budget of 20 million and a runtime of 2 hours, you're gonna get a 2-hour music video with all this extra flash and pop and cheesiness that you don't need. And this is a weak music video with a really, really thin story. It's just weird. I'm sorry if I sound repetitive, but it just, so much of this was unnecessary. You know, this movie did not have to be rated R. They could have made it PG-13 if they would have cut out some of the swearing. And then there's also this like really long, it's not even long, I don't think, but it felt long. There's this like drawn out like sex scene in the movie that's like, again, I don't mean to beat a dead horse here, but unnecessary. It's like they really crammed down your throat early on that these guys are like thugs and they're not being messed with. But when they show the same stuff for every dude, it doesn't distinguish any characters, and it just makes the movie go slower, which is the issue I had with this, is that it's like uneventful. It was just, in my opinion, it was just a really dumb film. And yeah, the movie is called Superfly, and it's a case of a movie where the trailer is better than the film. Because when I saw there was that 30-second spot on the internet, not even a full trailer, it was 30 seconds long, I was like, this movie looks cool. It's something that I might want to check out, because they sell it to you as like, you know, kind of like a combination between like music and drugs and stuff, and, you know, and it gave the 30-second spot I saw gave me elements of like Straight Outta Compton, you know, and I was like, oh man, I love that movie. I am gonna see this one immediately. And sure enough, I went to the theater, and my theater was empty, by the way, and I can see why, because this movie was garbage. Sorry to say that to anybody who liked the movie. If anybody watching this liked the movie, please, you know, go see it again. If you like this movie, that is awesome. I'm glad you found stuff that you like this. If this is the best movie you've ever seen, then awesome. You know, keep rocking this movie, because that's all you. But for me, I will never see it again. You know, if it's on television, maybe check it out, but it's not even DVD rent worthy. Not worthy enough to buy on Blu-ray either. So yeah, that is my non-spoiler review of Superfly. Almost forgot the name of the movie. Sorry if it seemed like I did step on some like story beats and got into, you know, kind of spoilerish territory. I really try not to, but you know, this is the first thing I did after I got out of the theater, was I got in my car, pressed recording. This is just meant to gather my thoughts, and you know, when the movie's still fresh in your mind, you might have to talk about stuff, you know, that, you know, goes on in the movie. Yeah, those are my thoughts on Superfly. So if you like this video, you know, comment, like, subscribe, do all that cool stuff. You know, share it with your friends, and yeah. And if you want to go see Superfly, it might be playing around. You know, it's kind of an